Let me read the second question. The second question says, I have too many goals pulling me in different directions. How do I know which one is mine? I have too many goals pulling me in different directions. How do I know which goal is mine? Have you ever felt like your life was a browser with too many tabs open and all of them were playing sound? That's what it's like when you have multiple goals pulling you at once. You are busy but fragmented, productive but not necessarily making progress. And the truth is, not every goal that you can achieve is yours to pursue. This question sits at the heart of modern achievement because most people don't fail from lack of effort. They fail from misdirected excellence. Let's unpack this. Here's the paradox. The more capable you are, the more distractions you attract, and it's disguised as opportunities. High performers don't struggle because they are lazy. They struggle because they are multi-talented. Every skill becomes a doorway. Every doorway leads to another path. And before long, you are wandering a maze of good options instead of walking a road of great purpose. This is what Robert Brault meant when he wrote, "We are kept from our goal not by obstacles, but by a clear path to a lesser goal." That line hits like a truth bomb, doesn't it? Because sometimes danger isn't in failure. It's actually success in the wrong direction. Dr. Benjamin Hardy, one of my favorite researchers on performance psychology, puts it like this. He says your goals should be transformational, not transactional. That means that your primary goal should define the person you are becoming, not just the things that you are achieving. Think of your goals like planets orbiting a sun. The sun, your central goal, it holds everything else in place. Without that gravitational center, all your goals just spin in chaos. Your job is to find your Crux Goal, that one pursuit that makes every other pursuit either easier or necessary. So let me paint a picture. Imagine you are standing on a shore at night and dozens of boats are calling out to you. Each one is saying, come this way, come this way. Some are bright and some are beautiful. Others are just urgent and loud. If you keep running from one to another, you'll drown in the dark. But if you choose one lighthouse, one guiding beam, suddenly everything just aligns. You know what to say yes to, what to say no to, and what to leave behind. Your lighthouse doesn't change often, but your boats will. Projects, jobs, ventures, they come and go, but your lighthouse stays. It's the why that anchors all the what's. So here's how to think about it practically. Most people live at the bottom layer, the task level. I want to get promoted. I want to lose weight. I want to make more money. These are fine, but they are tactical, not transformational. The second layer is the outcome level. I want financial independence. I want creative freedom. That one is better, yet it's still incomplete. And then there's the top layer, the identity level, where transformation actually happens. You stop asking, what do I want to do? And you start asking, what do I want to become? Once identity is clear, decision-making becomes automatic. So every goal either fits who you are becoming or it doesn't. You know, I once had a coaching client, brilliant, ambitious, and multi-passionate. She had 5 major goals: grow her business, write a book, get an MBA, start a YouTube channel, and if I remember correctly, mentor teenagers at her church. All of them were noble, all meaningful, but together, overwhelming. Her life just looked like a juggler's act with too many balls in the air. So during one of our sessions, I asked her one question. Which of these goals, if achieved, would make others easier or necessary? She paused and she smiled and she said, her business. Because once the business grew, she could fund the book, she could mentor more teens, she could pay for her MBA. That became her Crux Goal, the anchor. A few months later, her progress had tripled, not because she was working harder, but because she was working in alignment. You know, even the Bible supports this principle. In James chapter 1 and verse 8, it says that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. He said, let not that man think that he will receive anything. Clarity is spiritual alignment. When your heart is single, your energy multiplies. When it's divided, your progress also divides with it. In fact, Jesus himself modeled it. He didn't do everything. He did the most essential things that served his purpose. That's divine focus in human form. You don't need 10 goals. You just need one that gives the other 9 meaning. It's the difference between a laser and a flashlight. Both of them shine light, but one can cut through steel. When you commit to your Crux Goal, you are not just narrowing your life, you are concentrating your impact. So here's a simple way to find a goal that is truly yours. The first thing is to audit your goals. Write down everything that's pulling your attention right now. And then ask the crux question. If I could achieve one of this year, which one would make everything else easier or necessary? And then align your action. Once you find that crux goal, let it become the reference point for every other decision. That's how you move from busy success to meaningful success. The problem isn't that you are chasing too many things, it's that your energy is diluted across many things. Focus doesn't reduce your potential, it actually refines it. When you start aligning, you'll feel a very strange relief, like your inner compass finally clicks not. Here's the bonus. Once you focus, all the other lesser goals find their proper place. They become tools and not tyrants. So this week, I want you to do something powerful. Just take 30 minutes, sit down in silence with your goals. Ask yourself, not as a hustler, but as a human, which one of these, if I gave it my all, would align with who I'm meant to become? Then commit to that. Give it your best 90 days. Measure your progress, not by how much you are doing, but by how much meaning you are creating. The goal is not to do more things right. It's to do the right things until they reshape your life. You can't chase everything and still call it progress. So find your crux, align your goals, and let every other ambition orbit around it. That's how you stop running in circles and start moving in purpose, one step at a time. And once you find your true goal, there's something fascinating that begins to happen. You start saying no to what doesn't serve it. But that's where the next challenge comes in. How do you build boundaries without feeling selfish or guilty? So let's get into it.